Hey
Well,
guys.
right. Happy Friday, guys. We are so excited to be here with you finally. Friday, last Friday, we were somewhere in transit, so
Yes.
we had to skip Friday,
We
but
were actually on the cruise,
we did
right?
miss you. I think we already came off the cruise. I'm already lost
Yeah, we don't know the day, time
with
of day, and the day
days.
of day. How is
Hey,
everyone doing?
guys.
Wow, it's been a while since we've been on here.
Yeah, I feel like it was. Oh yes, so we missed the live because we were on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
We did purchase the internet package from the cruise, but the service was terrible,
Mm-hmm.
so we had to skip it.
Can you guys hear us clearly? So guys, again, just remember if you have any questions,
Hashtag
hashtag
Q.
Q. If you're new, hashtag new. Let us know that you are here. Let us know that the audio is good. This is the first time we're coming back live since we left Hawaii. It's crazy
Well, we did go
what we
live
did
from New York.
from New York, right?
Yes, the audio is good on Instagram. So
Beautiful.
we are
Instagram is good.
streaming YouTube and Facebook here, and on the side we have our Instagram. And anybody from Instagram who wants to join over to YouTube, there is a link in the bio. You can click and go directly to YouTube.
Yes. So, for those of you who's been following us on Instagram, they know that we are actually here at the Jaguar Reef Resort
In
in
Hopkins,
Hopkins, and today,
Belize.
yes, and it is amazing here. Like we can't even tell you guys. Well, you guys are going to see the videos that are going to be coming out soon. We have so much content for you guys.
Mhm.
It's incredible.
Judy says, I went to Hawaii thanks to your tips. It made my vacation better. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you
much,
so
Judy.
much.
Let us know what you did. We have Jasmine here. Hashtag new, hearing you
Hey,
perfectly.
Jasmine.
Thank you so much for the audio check.
Awesome.
You guys are amazing. So if
Mel's on Instagram. Hi.
Melissa,
So we got
audio
the
and
full
very
Believe
visual.
the Belize fam in on the live right now, which is awesome. We're getting that beautiful support. Um, okay, let's get here. So, what are we going to be talking about today? The celebration.
Today is Garifuna Settlement Day. It is November 19th,
Mm-hmm.
and every year, well, they skipped last year, but every year they are celebrating, they're reenacting the arrival of the Garifuna population
Mm-hmm.
here to Belize.
Mm-hmm. And
And
it's actually vacation for the entire country of the Belize. So of Belize,
holiday.
yeah, the all the banks and businesses are all closed. It's a day off today, and everyone's partying. That's for sure.
Belizean Devil here.
What's going on? Big shout to Belizean Devil in the house. Kel, say, how's it going? Tell us about where you are.
Alrighty, so we are here in Hopkins. Hopkins is located about 2.5 hours away from Belize City by driving, but you can also fly to the nearest airport, which is located in Dangriga, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, the resort will pick you up. It is a really awesome village, Hopkins. It's really small,
Mm-hmm.
and there are only small houses here. There's just one road
Mm-hmm.
where you just go, and like there are some restaurants, but not the restaurants you think about. Some restaurants just shacks,
Yeah.
and they just cook in the back and serve you food. And there are of course here resorts like
Mm-hmm.
we are staying at Jaguar Reef. There are just a few resorts right on the beach. And if you have been following our Instagram, we actually been posting literally everything we've been doing
Yes.
on Instagram. So uh, uh, we're keeping you updated on everything we're doing. Tomorrow we are doing half day snorkeling tour. Belize has the largest,
The
second
second.
second
Mm-hmm.
largest barrier reef, and we're really excited to explore it and check out what kind of fishes and coral reefs
Mm-hmm.
it has. And of course we are recording a full vlog for you as well for that.
Mm-hmm. So back to the Garifuna in this crazy celebration of a day. So yesterday, we did a cultural Garifuna cooking class. Irina
Wow.
and I, they taught us how to cook one
I
of
like
their
that.
favorite dishes here, which is hudut. And hudut is basically red snapper made with a broth
It's
with a
it's
coconut
fried
base,
first.
fried, yes, fried snapper.
Marlon.
And then from there, it's made with a coconut base with onions and herbs. And then once the fish is fried, then it's put into the coconut base while that's also like cooking with all the
Coconut
herbs, the
milk with
coconut milk. Yes.
onion
Mm-hmm.
and cilantro and
Yes.
oregano and
And
garlic.
garlic. And then they take green plantain and also ripe plantain and they mash them together.
They boil it
Oh,
first.
yes, it's boiled. It is
Marley
amazing. I've been eating it
Kanam.
like crazy. I couldn't stop eating actually. It's
It,
one of my favorite
is
dishes as well.
Garifuna spicy? No.
Well, we didn't eat anything. Hudut is
Hudut
not
is not
spicy,
spicy,
right?
but you can add your pepper.
Hmm.
Oops, Irina.
And again, if you guys here on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. Irina has been posting story after story after story, and it's really our Instagram is up to date on exactly what we're doing in the moment. So it's definitely up to date as opposed to YouTube. We have to shoot the vlog and prep it
Hmm.
and then edit it and then get it out to you
Hmm.
guys. So it takes a longer period of time to do that. But on Instagram, while we're doing that, we're actually doing stories as it's happening and we're posting them out as long as we have good
Hmm.
connection, obviously.
Mels is here. She's saying, watching you on TV with
With
mom
mom and
and
dad.
dad.
Gee, thank you.
Hi.
So my sister, of course, she's here as well, and she's
Hi,
like, "We love
Tanisha.
some fried jack and cheese." Okay, so let's talk about fried jack because that's all she talks about is fried jack. So
It is
Irina,
so good.
she
Uh,
tried fried jack for the first time
First
yesterday.
time,
Yeah,
yes. And somebody told us that I never seen a person who doesn't like fried jack.
yeah.
Who told us that?
It was
Was it Chanel?
I think it was Chanel when we met them at Sleeping Giant, and
Uh,
we had a lunch.
oh, it was Julie
It was
then. Yeah.
Julie, yes, and she said, "I've never met someone who came to Belize and did not like fried jack." So to explain what fried jack is, so it's basically it's made with flour and baking soda and baking powder, and
It's
basically
like
what
a
it is,
pastry.
right, exactly. So it's kneaded like flour, like you would make a bread, and it's flattened with like a rolling pin, and
Hmm.
then from there it's cut into kind of triangle is usually the shape, and then when you fry them, they actually blow up and they bubble up a little bit, so it has like kind of like a
Hmm.
pocket if you open it up, and it's very light, it's very crispy. And in Belize, it's usually eaten with cheese or with refried beans and what else? Refried
Eggs.
beans, eggs, so you can stuff it. And of course, they always put a little bit of pepper because Belizeans love it spicy.
Hmm.
So yes, it's delicious. Irina tried it for the first time, and
But I didn't
she
have it
she
spicy.
didn't because she doesn't eat the spice, but she absolutely loves it.
Hmm. And that also today I tried for the first time Garifuna style waffles and chicken. First of all,
Oh yes, that was really good.
I love waffles, but I never had waffles and chicken. And I know in America it is
Chicken and waffle
also
is a thing.
a big thing, yes, but I never had it. But
Hmm.
here in Belize, I tried the Garifuna style for the first
Oh, it's
time.
so good.
Yes, it was delicious as
Hmm.
well. We went, Miss Diaz. We went. We just came back from Oahu, and we did attend Toa Lua. We had so much fun. Thanks for your recommendation. Awesome. We're so happy you guys enjoying Toa Luau.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
So Justin is asking, where are your masks? Okay, so let's explain the mask situation here in Belize. So
mhm,
for the most part in Belize, you should wear a mask. It is mandatory,
mhm.
and especially in the city of Belize. Now we're about an hour and a half out of
Two,
bed,
two
two
and
hours,
two and a half
two and a
hours.
half hours out of Belize city. In
Mhm,
the city, you're technically supposed to wear a mask. If you get caught without a mask, you're liable for a $500 fine. So they're
mhm.
very adamant about wearing masks. Here, however, in the Jaguar Resort and in Hopkins, the rules are a little bit different. So technically, it's up to the guest here at Jaguar Reef, whether
Well,
you want
because
to wear a mask
Jaguar
or not.
Reef, again, it's a private resort, it's a
Mm-hmm.
private property, and technically, when you're in a private residence, right,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to wear a mask. But again, it is up to the resort to mandate it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaguar Reef wants their guests to feel comfortable. If some guests want to wear a mask, of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
All staff is fully vaccinated, and they do
All
wear
staff wear
masks,
masks all the time.
but they leave it up to guests' discretion to wear the mask on the property. But
Mm-hmm.
once you step outside, or if you're going on tours with other guests, of course, in a van, you're supposed to be wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, funny thing, we went this morning to the Garifuna settlement celebration, and there were a lot of locals on the beach not wearing masks. So a
Wait,
little
let me
bit.
reverse that. It wasn't
Okay.
a lot of them not wearing masks. Most of them were wearing masks, but there were a few that were not wearing masks.
So the police came, and they were looking to make sure everyone is wearing mask, because they were about to find people. But we were right on the beach, we were outdoors, and it is a little bit difficult to wear a mask when you're outdoors,
Yeah.
especially when it's hot out.
Mm-hmm.
Jan says Irina looks much younger here. The pressure of Hawaii gone forever. I think the pressure is kind of like already gone,
Mm-hmm.
because while we were moving from Hawaii, it was a lot of moving pieces that we had to pack everything, sell everything,
Yeah, it
and
was a lot.
especially again, always when we go to New York, it is always a go time for us. We had to buy new equipment. We had to hunt for the one's new iPhone 13, which he
Oh,
already attempted to lose 5 times,
I didn't
literally.
attempt to lose. It wasn't purposely. Trust me.
I know, but it's like happened that he almost lost his phone 5 times. But it is full insured. But the thing is, it's just difficult to find
Right.
replacement
Even an
here,
iPhone 13 trying to get it here in Belize right now is pretty much impossible.
even in the
Right,
U.S.
right. Even in the US, right,
Mhm.
exactly. But that's what we're actually going live on right now on Instagram. So yes, I do have my
Mhm.
phone, and I actually lost it again just yesterday or today. I don't even
It
remember.
was yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday, right.
During the shoot, guys, the one lost
Anyway,
his
I want to
phone.
let you guys know, just so that we know moving forward, right? So in about probably about the next 15 minutes, we're gonna have a
Well, we
special.
are on island time.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. But we're going to have a special performance for you guys because the Garifuna drummers are going to be here in a few, and they're going to perform. And I'm going to turn this camera around, and then you'll be able to see them perform, and we're gonna watch them together. So that's really cool, and that's coming up in a few. So make sure you keep it locked.
And yesterday, if you have seen our live stories, not live stories, just stories on Instagram, we had a Garifuna drumming
Oh, that was
class.
so awesome.
It was my first time drumming. It was so I totally was offbeat, but Devon was like a pro. He was drumming
I get my
really
drumming
well,
on.
and I was dancing on the beach. So if you have seen those stories, the same group, the same band will be drumming tonight
Tonight.
in the restaurant where we are here. We are at the Paddle House restaurant here at the Jaguar Reef, and
It's absolutely beautiful
they
here.
they drum every Saturday here. But because
Mhm.
today is a special event, today is the Garifuna celebration. They will be. Excuse me.
They will be here
I
today
woke
as
up
well.
at 5 a.m. So, excuse me.
I got up at 3.
So they will be drumming tonight. But you did take a nap, and did you guys see our TikTok? So yeah, it's the one was taking a nap. I recorded the video and posted it on TikTok. And then when he finished with his nap, he came to the lobby, and I was working on the computer, and he sat down next to me, and he fell asleep again.
I was out.
And I posted that in stories.
Yeah.
So
And it's really cool, guys. So because today at the celebration, it was, yeah, what time was it? It was around 6 that we actually went out there to see the proceedings of the celebration. So basically
6
they have
a.m., yeah.
6 a.m., right? So there's a boat that comes in, and the Garifunas are on the boat, and they're drumming and they're chanting and singing, and they just go back and forth, back and forth. And
Makeup, please.
thank you. And I took the drone out and I sent it out, and we have such amazing footage of the whole thing when the boat came onto the beach. Oh, it was so much
And
energy. Actually, on our Instagram,
yes,
we did a quick
in our Instagram feed, we
feed.
already posted Devon's drone shots and some of the shots from the celebration. It was
Yes.
like a mini parade. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys look great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again, guys. If you have any questions, just hashtag Q.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for you guys to see what this place looked like, and we captured it like fully. The
Melody
rooms
says
here
you look happy.
are amazing. The rooms are just amazing.
They're
The
so
room
cute.
we're staying in actually has a pool right on
Plunge
the
pool,
balcony.
yeah.
It's called a plunge pool. It's really nice. We've gotten a chance to go inside of it just a couple times to take some video footage, so you guys can see what it is.
Jackson Skin, how's your
How's it
Garifuna?
going? Not that good.
Oh, as far as the language,
Oh yeah, so it's like it's Creole, but it's again with Garifuna.
thank you for
Garifuna
following us, John
is a
Skin.
difference between I'm sorry, it's a mixture of African and indigenous people, and they actually originated in Saint Vincent. So you know the language is just totally different. Darlene says, is the restaurant hot? Actually, let me explain. The restaurant's not hot. You guys might see me kind of like it might get a little shiny here and here.
Mhm.
We were out celebrating and being a part of the celebration.
Because the celebration is happening from early morning,
It's happening
literally
now.
from 6 a.m. And the entire day and the entire night. So
Yeah, and we were just there a little half an hour
In
before
town.
we actually went live. We jumped in a cab, got back here. We went upstairs. I took a quick shower. I grabbed my cables, came down here to the restaurant, and started setting up. So between all that, like I still haven't really calmed down yet. So if you see me kind of perspiring, it's definitely not the restaurant. This restaurant is open. I don't know if you guys can see. Move over a little bit, Irina. So you guys see that it's like really
let
open.
me just.
So Irina's gonna show you just how open it is, and it's really awesome in here. Yeah, she's outside, and the beach is literally right there. This place is epic, guys. It is so, and I can't wait to share it with you guys and show you what it really looks like. It's massive.
And the video of the entire walkthrough of this resort is coming next. So if you guys missed our last video from the Oasis of the Seas, it was the stop in St. Martin. That is our last video from our cruising series. And after that, we will start publishing Belize videos.
Yes.
So that is coming really
And we have
soon.
a lot of content. I'll show you guys Belize City, what the city looks like, and we covered a lot. And there's so, oh man, we have so much to share with you guys. So let us, should we give them kind of the itinerary of where our stops will be?
I don't know. I think we'll keep it a
We'll
secret,
keep it a
for a
secret?
little bit.
Okay. Irina said we'll keep it a secret.
But just to let you know, so right now we're at the resort called Jaguar Reef. It is located right on the beach. It is beachfront, and it is owned by a company, big company. It's called Belize Resort Collections, and they own 6 different properties, 5 resorts here on the beach in Hopkins, and 1 resort lodge in the jungle. It's called the Sleeping Giant because it's located right next to the Sleeping Giant mountain. So right after we finish
I thought you said you weren't going to tell them.
this is like a little preview.
Okay, a little preview.
Right after we finish everything here at the Jaguar Reef, we are heading to Sleeping Giant. We're heading to the jungle. We are going from reef to jungle, guys. And again, if you have seen our stories, we shared with you just a little bit of preview of what Sleeping Giant has to offer, because on the way from Belize City, the Belize Resort Collections picked us up. They arranged a van with the
Mhm.
driver. It was we were actually the only one in the van. They arranged a private shuttle for us. And first we went to the Sleeping Giants so we can meet the manager of marketing, Julie, to have lunch with her. And we took a little sneak peek of the property before we came here to the
Mhm.
beach.
And wow,
It
wow,
is gorgeous.
wow. For those of you, let me know actually in the comments, guys. Let me know how many of you are actually aware of where Belize is and know of Belize, and maybe were thinking about coming to Belize. Let me know in the comment. But also, if you've never heard of Belize and you're like, where is that? What is that? Also, leave it in the comment because we'll know who knows what. And don't worry, we'll keep you guys informed and we'll let you know exactly what Belize is all about. By the time we leave from here, we're doing a full Belize guide. You're gonna know a lot about Belize, and trust me, you're gonna want a vacation here when it's time for your vacation.
And hi, um, uh, a little bit about island time.
Mhm.
How the island time works here, Devon.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: the island time here compared to the island time in Hawaii is it's different. So on Belize time, yeah, people are sometimes late, but not that late. So it's not that bad.
Dodgy Girl is here. Hi,
Gee,
Dodgy
how are
Girl. We
you?
miss you.
Andy says, "Heard of Belize?
Andy.
Seems totally cool." Yes, yes. If water is your thing, and again, as Irina mentioned, we have the second biggest barrier reef besides Australia. So if you're into diving, scuba, anything water related, oh man, you're gonna see some of the keys we go.
But not only
Oh,
water, it's only has a lot of jungle adventure, cave tubing, cave
zip
exploration,
lining through the jungle.
um, uh, going even picnics inside caves.
Hmm.
What else? Waterfall, waterfall hikes,
Hikes. Yep. You
uh,
can actually rappel down a waterfall.
waterfall
It's
repelling,
I mean, if you're into wildlife and birds, and there's birds watching,
off-roading.
yes. Oh, Belize has so much to offer, guys, and we're gonna cover
Melody
so much
says
of it for
I
you.
had to look it up on the map.
Hmm.
Near Haiti or Costa Rica.
There's actually T-shirts here in Belize that says "Where in the hell is Belize?" That's a lot of people, but Belize is the jewel. It's known as the jewel, and it's like it's the best kept secret. Trust me.
Which we are revealing to
Yes,
you
we're
guys.
gonna reveal. It's not gonna be a secret anymore by the time we're done with you guys.
So Belize is located between Mexico and Guatemala.
Um, right. So Mexico is to the north. Guatemala is to the west of Belize. Belize is on the coast. Hmm.
Hmm.
Liliana says, "Is it easier to rent a car? How much is
Mhm.
it a day?"
Okay, so most car rentals you'll find is at the airport or is in Belize City itself. The car rentals, again, it depends on the type of car you want. It starts from about 50 US dollars per day, and of course, it goes up. So the
And it also depends on what you want to do when you come to Belize, because as Irina mentioned, there's a lot of jungle activities, and sometimes to get to these places that you want to do, like zip lining or all this different stuff in the jungle, you need a 4x4 vehicle, because a regular car going through, I mean, you're doing off-road, you're going through the jungle, and obviously there's a lot of rain and there's huge holes, and you really have to know how to get it. Not only that, a lot of times there's flooding here, so your vehicle has to be high off the ground like a Jeep for you to get through a lot of these places. So you don't want to get caught in just a rental car.
And I was actually watching some videos on YouTube. People were going to some place, and the first of all they got lost because the connection is very spotty.
Yes, it's very
And
spotty.
speaking of connection, T-Mobile has no coverage here in Belize. I
Yeah.
was on the phone with the representative for an hour trying to get our international service, and they said, go to a local store and get the local SIM card. So I put our T-Mobile service on pause for 2 months,
Hmm.
and we went in to get the car.
And we used a company here in Belize called Digi. So it's Digi,
Did you
and
sell?
Digicel, and they actually gave us a SIM card. A table behind us has about 15 people, so it's going to get a little louder in here. So we'll talk a little bit louder. Hope you guys can hear us. If you can't hear us, let us know, and we'll kind of just talk a little louder as more and more people are arriving at the restaurant for dinner. So another thing, when renting a car, something you need to look out for, especially if it's a car you're getting, is speed bumps. Belize have a lot of speed bumps, even on the highways. And a lot of times they're not highlighted yellow, they're not painted yellow. They look like that. They look like the actual concrete of the highway. And if you don't pay attention, you will hit these
You
speed bumps
definitely
at
need
like
to watch
60,
out.
70 miles per hour, and you will wreck the vehicle and you'll have problems. So know that they are speed bumps everywhere.
Yeah, and also renting a car in Belize, you also have to kind of let them know what activities you're planning to do,
Hmm.
so they can choose the or recommend the best car for that specific activity, because they know the roads, they know how to get to those places, and
Hmm.
what type of vehicle that is required.
Right. Okay.
Darlene says,
So Pascal says, I know nothing about Belize, but I always wanted to visit it. I'm interested in learning more about it. Is it easy to get uh, to this resort from the airport?
it's actually super easy because the resort provides a shuttle for you to the resort, from the airport and back to the airport. And what's also really cool is that Jaguar Reef has so many different packages.
Oh yeah.
They actually have all inclusive packages,
Hmm.
not only for your food and drinks, but also activity packages
Yeah, that is awesome.
that is included in your stay as well. They offer different type of activities. They can even take you to the ruins,
Hmm.
to see Mayan ruins, cave tubing, waterfall, horseback riding,
Yeah.
because we actually going on a horseback riding tour soon as well.
Yeah.
Snorkeling, diving.
Diving, yes. And while you're here on staying at the resort, just outside there, there's kayaks, there's paddle boards,
For
there's
free
for
that you
free.
can
Yeah, you
use.
just grab it. They have life vests in there. You just grab it and you just go out to the water. No questions asked. No needing to show your room card, room key, nothing. You just get a paddle and you just go out and just enjoy. It is epic.
Oh, also they have really awesome um, pool bar, not pool bar, the deck bar here, and
Hmm.
it's 2 floors, and you can actually jump into water from one of the decks. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
it's a really cool bar, and of course, we'll be showing you guys that in the bar. Also, speaking about, is it easy to get to this resort? Another way you can get here is actually once you come in from wherever it is you're coming from, the mainland or wherever else, and you get to Belize International Airport, you can actually take Maya airline
Yes.
from
Oh,
here,
Tropic
or
Airline.
Tropic Air, which is a smaller plane. You'll get into it, seats about 10 to 12 people, and you can get here in literally like what,
20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. So there's multiple ways for you to
Yeah,
get to these
but
resorts.
the airport, the nearest airport to here is called
Dangriga.
Dangriga,
Hmm.
and the resort will arrange shuttle to pick you up from there as well.
Right. And Nancy said, I've been to Belize on a cruise, didn't get to see much. Looking forward to learn more. Now, Darlene, Nancy, I was wondering, you didn't get to see much. Is it because you didn't do an excursion, or why was it that you weren't able to see much when you got off the cruise?
It's
I
from
know
the
when you're on a cruise, you don't really have much time when you get onto these islands. You have sometimes just enough to do one thing. Either you're hanging by yourself, you grab a cab or a taxi, and you go to something specifically, or you take one excursion and that's all you have time for. So, I totally do understand that.
and again, Belize has so much to offer
Yes.
that in one day it's really hard to see it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to text
Dr. Girl
our
says,
drummer.
so Irene is texting the drummer right now to see where they're at. Because remember, guys, they're actually going to be performing here in a little bit right in front of us. It's going to be so cool. You're going to be able to see and hear the culture. Oh, it is amazing. And it's going to be a party in here, trust me. Dodger Girl says, you guys inspired me to do a cruise for my birthday. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Dodger Girl, when is your birthday?
And what cruise are you
And what
planning to
cruise?
take?
So I know a lot of people are asking, "Oh, you guys are taking a cruise?" And obviously with COVID, there's
Yeah,
concerns.
I think
Obviously,
we haven't had the chance to actually speak
speak
about
about that. Yeah.
our cruise experience, so I would like to touch on that. The drum and band were actually supposed to be here at 6:30.
Hmm.
They were supposed to start
So
the
they're on Belize
performance.
time, like Irina said
Right.
before.
The reason why I mentioned Belize time before is because yesterday we were taking a drumming class from them, and they were an hour late.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
I just
so
texted the main drummer to see what
and he
time
said
he's
seems like
coming.
Costa Rica. Yeah, it's I mean, Costa Rica, waterfalls, lush jungles.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very much similar. Tanisha says official language in Belize is English, and that is absolutely correct. They do speak English here, and then secondly is Spanish,
And Creole.
and then Creole. Yes. Tiffany says, "Oh my gosh, that is crazy! I'm in Trinidad, and in Trinidad we use Digicel too. Oh my god."
Tiffany, how did the van do?
That's my Trinidadian. Nancy says Digicel is a provider in many of the Caribbean countries. Have seen others add in Jamaica. Yeah, man, them people, what is it, Digicel? They just run things throughout the Caribbean island. You don't know. Chee, watch out. Um,
Bringing you a little bit of authenticity
yes,
of
yes.
Belize here.
Pascal says, any particular tour company you would like to recommend? So we're not going to get into that now because that's actually a part of our vlog. But in our vlogs, we go in and we give you guys so much information that if you do decide to come here,
Mhm.
you'll have a blueprint on what to do and build a whole itinerary based on the things we suggest and the things you see us do. And we cover all about getting to all these different resorts. So look forward to it,
But
Pascal.
also a lot of resorts that will be staying actually do their own tours,
Mhm.
and they already work with certain tours. So for example, here the Jaguar Reef and any of the Belize Resort Collections hotels, they all work together and they all provide different tours.
Mhm.
And if a guest, for example, guests from Jaguar Reef can go to the Sleeping Giant Resort and do their horseback riding.
Mhm.
So they all work together to
Right.
provide you the best service and the best tours.
Mhm. Darlene says, Devon, did you visit your relatives in Belize City? So normally when I come to Belize, whenever I come, the last time, just so you guys know, the last time I was in Belize was over 15 years ago. And yes, things have changed a lot, but then there's still a lot of things that has not changed.
Mhm.
I did get a chance to see some of my relatives, but not all. And it feels so weird. Why? Because I'm going to be in Belize for 55 days. And out of the 55 days, I'm only going to have about 4 to 5 days. I already spent 2 days in the city. The first day was a wash, and the second day I made a few
Well, it
rounds.
wasn't that much of a wash because we spent time with your cousin and
Right. So I went
he
with my
gave us
cousin.
a tour
Right.
around the city
But as
with
far as
two of your
going,
cousins
yeah, but
actually.
instead of going around to all my family members, I wasn't able to do that because we were in the middle of shooting the vlog, and between that, trying to visit, and you can't just pop in and just leave, and you haven't seen them in 15 plus years. That just feels really weird. So while we're here, 55 days we'll be here in Belize City. My plan is to make sure I touch base with all my cousins and family members, and yeah,
But we did see some aunts
yeah,
and
aunts.
uncles and cousins,
Yes.
and that was my first time meeting most of them.
Yeah, for the first
So
time.
it was really cool. Melody is asking, is the food included with your stay?
Okay.
So Melody, here at Jaguar Reef, they have different packages. If you want to just book a room, it's by itself. They have a la carte menu that you
Hmm.
can order maybe lunch or dinner or breakfast, and maybe explore some restaurants in town. Our stay does have food included: breakfast, lunch, and
And dinner.
dinner. And for dinner, we have three-course menu included. For lunch, we have two-course menu included, and a breakfast, of course, just a plate each, and coffee and stuff. They also have packages to include alcohol with your meal, the local alcohol, not the top shelf liquor, and activities as well. So you can really customize your package the way you want it. You can have a beachfront villa. You can have a villa with a plunge pool. So you
Yeah,
can
I get.
decide which what fits you best. Maybe you just want to lay out on the beach and not want to do anything. And by the way, the beach loungers are really cool here.
Oh
They
yeah,
have cushions, really soft cushions here. Like in Hawaii, they only like have the loungers that the plastic, and all you have is a
as a
towel, which
towel.
is like really hard. But
Here
here
is
it's
extra
so
thick.
comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Miss you in Hawaii. Hawaii
Thank you
is
so much.
awesome.
And now,
May I please have some water, please? Thank you.
speaking of alcohol and everything else, this right here, and this is not a sponsored ad. Belikin is not sponsoring this video, but Belikin is the beer of choice in
Local
Belize.
and traditional and made here.
Yes, yes, you will see Belikin signs everywhere when you're in Belize. If you guys have been in Belize, let me know if you've tried this beer. Let me know what you think, because this is like fried jack. Like once you can't come to Belize and have this, and there hasn't been anyone who has
Cheers.
tried this beer and have not liked it. Even Germans come here and they have this beer and they were like, "Wow, this is really good beer." Germans. So, pardon
I
me.
actually haven't tried it.
Well, now you will.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yes, it's mine though. Get your own.
it's light and
Yeah,
crispy.
it's really, really good beer.
Tastes good.
And it's pronounced Belikin. And you notice the Maya ruin is on the logo. So we'll go into more details why that is and different things. And we have a surprise when it comes to Belikin, and you'll see that later in our vlogs. We have a lot to talk about and see, guys. Trust me. Darlene is saying, are you two going to get your scuba dive certificate in Belize? Funny you mentioned that.
So we were planning to again because um, Belize has the second largest barrier reef, and getting scuba certification here is actually perfect. And a lot of people do so as well, because when you do your scuba certification, you have to do your specific amount of dives. Guys, can you do a little audio check? Can you hear me well? Because I know there is more background noise, so let me know if I need to speak a little bit louder or not. So while you're doing your scuba certification, you need to do specific amount of dives, and here it is actually perfect because you get beautiful reef, so you kind of like kill two birds in one stone. You get
Yes.
certified, and you're already experiencing the barrier reef. So unfortunately, we did not have a chance to complete our online certification, because you first need to get a certificate online to get your kind of like e-course, educational course, to know how to assemble the tank and what type of fishes are there, what kind of type of fishes you can or cannot touch, and stuff like that. So it takes a little time, and we were running around and we were not able to complete it. And here our schedule is so tight as well, even though yes, we're here for 55 days, but all our time is pretty much booked for different things, and which are really exciting things coming to you really soon. So this time we're not getting certified, but maybe next time we go to Belize we will, or the next great spot to get certification will be either Bali or Thailand, which we are going there early 2022.
So there you have it. Bali, Thailand. We're coming for you. Andrew says, "Oh, I saw a part of your video earlier at Maho Beach.
Oh, awesome.
We'll
Thank you
check
for
it out
watching.
later." Yes, Maho Beach is incredible. It's awesome there.
Mhm. Um,
Any more questions here
yes,
on
yes. Martha is asking on Instagram, how is the weather in Belize comparing to Hawaii?
Well, right off the gate, I can tell you, Belize heat and Hawaiian heat are two different things. So the temperatures here runs, 80s,
Let's actually check the
kind of like Hawaii.
temperature
Like
right
right now, we
now.
could check the temperature. It's just about 7. It's a quarter to 7.
And it is
80
79.
yeah, 79, 80 degrees. So that's the temperature here, but the difference is that it's more humid here than it is Hawaii.
84%
So
humidity.
Hawaii always has the trade winds blowing, and even though it's hot, you always kind of feel cool because the wind is constantly blowing. Here the wind doesn't blow like that. Sometimes you look outside, you look at the ocean, and it's just flat,
Mhm.
so no wind, and it's just that humidity, just it's jungle. So
Mhm. And also, what I noticed is that the Caribbean Sea is uh, um, is much warmer right now. In Hawaii, the ocean is very cold for me, so I kind of like have to step in and get used to the water.
mhm.
But here in Belize, which Andrew just joining us, we are not in Hawaii anymore right now. Andrew, we are in Belize. We are in Hopkins Village. We're staying at the Jaguar Reef by
So
Belize
the
Resort
reason why
Collections.
Andy is asking if are we still in Hawaii, because we've been in Hawaii. For those of you who don't know, we lived in Hawaii for 3 years, and we decided to pack everything up, leave Hawaii, and start traveling and become full-time travelers. Which means now we're just going to be traveling from place to place to place to place, but it won't be your typical travel vloggers because we don't stay in each country for just a day or two or even for a week. Most of the places we're going to stay is going to be a minimum sometimes of 2 3 months. So while we're
Depending on
there,
the visa
depending right on the visa,
requirements and
right.
stuff like that.
So this way it's slow travel. We'll be able to gather so much information for you guys and share it with you, and also like learn the culture of all these different places that we go. You can't just pick up on things in just a week or two. It's hardly, you're just scraping the surface. Even staying for 3 months, you can't really do that much, but we try to cram everything in there and give you guys the best of the best that we can. So it's considered slow travel, and that's what we're going to be doing.
And I really love to experience culture here. Belizean culture, Garifuna culture is amazing, and we also going to experience Mayan culture. We have a Mayan cooking class scheduled soon, so we will be bringing that to you soon as
Hmm.
well. And
Yes,
if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to give it thumbs up.
it helps a lot. Andy says prices for average food and what foods are popular.
What foods are
Well,
popular?
first of all, when you talk about pricing in Belize, the currency, just so you know, it's 2 to 1. So for every $1, it's 2 Belizean dollars. And the most popular food in Belize would be your typical rice and beans, chicken, baked chicken, and salad. So that is like the staple of Belize. Obviously, there's a lot of other foods, and we'll bring them to you and we'll show you what they're like. Because I'll have Irina try most
Try
of them.
everything. Yes,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Andy, check out our stories. We are showing everything we eating. I tried Garifuna food yesterday for the first time. We actually cooked hudut,
Hmm.
and I loved it. It was so much flavor. It was really delicious, and generally the prices. It's not, even though it's in Central America, it's not as cheap as Mexico,
Hmm.
but it is a little bit cheaper than the US.
Hmm.
So today in stories, I posted how much breakfast was for two people, and I posted what we ate. So I think our breakfast was 20, about 26 US dollars without the tip, and we had two plates. I had chicken and waffles. Devon had
Fried jack,
fried jack with refried beans and eggs. We had a
scrambled
fruit
eggs.
plate, we had fruit juice, and
Hmm.
we had coffee. And all of that food was 26 US dollars.
Hmm.
And mind you, this is resort food.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Very well
if, if
prepared, very good
if
presentation.
if you venture out in the village, you can get a way better prices.
Mhm.
But again, you need to be prepared. There are a lot of people selling food
Right
on
off
the
the street,
street.
right off the street. So they'll cook it in their homes, and
Hmm.
at a certain time, they will come out and they'll have the rice and beans ready, and you
Yeah.
can literally just pull up, ask for
Mhm.
your rice and beans, your chicken, or all the other
Yeah.
foods that we're going to go into later,
Mhm.
and you just grab and go.
Yeah, so those dishes vary prices from $3 to $8. It depends if it's a breakfast or
Hmm.
lunch or
If it's
dinner.
a full meal, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and big portions as
Hmm.
well. And also, actually, funny story. So hudud, right? So hudud is the dish that we actually cooked. It's a whole snapper, seared, pan seared, and then sauteed it in coconut milk with herbs. Um, or sometimes they don't do whole snapper, or it's usually whole snapper.
Sometimes they will do
Chop,
the chunks
fillet,
of the
chunks.
fillet of the snapper.
Mhm. So as we went to the town to the village today, I saw a sign on the side of the road. Hudud plate was only 12 Belize dollars, which is $6 for your hudud plate. And I'm not sure again if it was the full snapper or just chunks of snapper. But again, it's a lunch or dinner plate for $6, but it is as a roadside
Right. Hmm.
type of plate.
Yeah. Nancy says, about the cruise. We didn't do an excursion, just walked around. We reported. We were told not to venture
Mm.
out on our own. Okay, which brings us to safety here in Belize.
Oh,
So I'm surprised no one spoke about
Nancy.
that.
Nancy was probably in Belize City,
Yeah,
right?
of course, because the tender actually docks the boat, the ship. Same boat again. The ship docks about 5 miles, according to my cousin, about 5 miles out, and then you take the tender in to the city. So, which brings us to safety, where now, for the most part, Belize is safe. But like with anywhere else, you have to be adamant and you have to know, walk around with, being flashy with your stuff. That would not be smart. And anywhere that you go, especially if you're not familiar with the area, it's not a good idea. So the city, I would say, the city of Belize is, again, you just don't walk around just anywhere not knowing anything.
Mhm.
For the most part, the town, you're fine in the town. When you're going into cabs and different things like that, you'll be fine. You come out here to all the districts, right? So we have all the districts here in Belize. You should be fine. But again, for the most part, just don't be flashy with your stuff. It wouldn't be smart.
And the funny thing is, I actually noticed that there is less homeless in Belize City than in Hawaii.
Yes, yes, yes. And then if you see the homes, some of the homes here in Belize, I mean, a lot of them are run down. A lot of the homes, I was explaining to Irina, in 1961 we had Hurricane Hati, and that hurricane literally like demolished Belize.
City.
Yes, in the city. And the front of the hurricane came, and then there was the eye where it got calm, and then the tail came in and it just did another sweeping. A lot of these homes that you see in Belize, they're like literally like this, and I don't even know how they're standing, and they're on stilts, and it's like, how are these homes even standing? And obviously the population is, it's not well off, and they can't really repair these homes. And because Belize always gets hit with hurricanes, we have hurricane season in Belize. So these are things that, even if you repair your home, who knows, within the next hurricane season, your house gets, washed away or whatever. So it's really, really, really difficult. And when you do come to Belize, you're going to see a lot of worn down homes. But don't let it intimidate you where you think it's a poor, you know, third world country like that. It's just based on the fact that these homes have been built many years ago. Homes are passed down from generation to generation. Some of these homes, you go in there and it's like it's been passed down like six decades. So
And a lot of families live, many generations live together, all
yes.
in one home as well.
That's also very common.
Yeah, I have some
You have
comments
some
on
questions?
Instagram. I can't wait to see all the exciting things you have planned. Thank you. Lloyd is here. Hi, Lloyd. That's a great idea. This is a dream. Where are you? We are in Hopkins, Belize, staying at Jaguar Reef Resort by Belize Resort Collections.
Uh,
How is the seafood? Is the local specialty of what's the local specialty of fish?
right. So the fish of Belize is red snapper or yellow snapper. Just like, Hawaii has the ahi tuna, in Belize it's the yellow snapper or red snapper.
And they know how to prepare it really well.
And many ways as well. You'd be surprised how many ways you could prepare a fish like that. It's
But
really cool.
also here in Belize, they actually have a lot of different seafood. They have conch,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
they have different seasons. They have lobster season, but again, it's not the lobster with claws.
So
It's
it's called crayfish. So in Louisiana, right, they call crawfish. But in Louisiana, the crawfish are like that small, and the tail is only about that much of the thing, and you're like, suck. Here it's actually the size of a lobster, but it doesn't get as big as a lobster. If I'm not mistaken, if someone knows, definitely correct me in the comments. So the difference between the lobster and the crawfish, as Irina said, the crayfish doesn't have claws. So it has the like long antennas, like long feelers, as a lobster will have, huge claws. So that's the difference. But the tail is really what we eat when we eat the crayfish or we eat the lobster. That's where the meat
And
is.
there is a season and they prepare it different ways. When you go to the keys, they grill it right on the street for you. They have barbecues there and they grill lobsters. They even cook lionfish here.
Hmm.
They fish lion. They actually go what is
They spearfishing for the lionfish, and the
and
lionfish is different because you have to really know what you're doing with lionfish, because I heard I don't know if it's poisonous or the way you cook it has to be
specific.
very, very, very specific. And we're actually going to try lionfish while we're out here in Belize, because there's only a few places that do it. Kenneth says, question, is that Pelican bear? Yes, it is Pelican bear of choice here in Belize. And yes, definitely the staple.
Link Wayne, aloha Irina Dimon, Wayne and Joy from Vegas,
Aloha.
aloha.
Darling said, how was the watermelon juice? Phenomenal. So a lot of the things you get here in Belize is fresh. That's one thing. When it comes to being,
Mostly,
yeah,
not a lot,
yeah,
I would say.
it's fresh. So the watermelon juice is fresh. Orange juice, fresh. It's not from concentrated. It's
They
actually
actually make concentrate from locally grown
hmm
oranges and then they
and grapefruit.
exported it.
Hmm. Yeah.
So there is a lot of farming here in Belize, and everything we eat here at Jaguar Reef is actually locally sourced and freshly prepared here.
Hmm. John says, is there any separate tax on everything you purchase?
So here, if you're referring to the Jaguar Reef, they charge tax and they do charge resort fee. So I think resort fee is 10% of your entire stay or your meal, anything you purchase, and tax. So altogether, the tax and resort fee comes out to 22.5%.
Hmm. So now it's just about almost 7 o'clock. We've been on for almost an hour. The drummers were supposed to be here half an hour ago. Remember, I told you these guys are going to do a big Garifuna drumming performance here for us. They still haven't gotten here, but we do understand it is national, it's Garifuna Day. So these drummers are out and about doing their thing in different places, and they're bouncing from place to place. So I'm sure they're caught up in one of these places because the other
Not
places are
only
just
that, because
insane.
when we were just leaving the town, they actually blocked off the road.
Yes, there was a roadblock as well. The police have, because they have to try to control what's going on today, because it's not a problem. They ain't just going crazy tonight.
We have Go to Hawaii, Chris and Marta here in the live chat room with us. We miss you guys. We miss
you
you
too.
too. Go to Hawaii is have their own tour operate Circle Island tour company, and they are waiting for their final license to start operating tours. So if you're looking for a Circle Island tour, check them out. And they also have a YouTube channel as well, and they are going live every Saturday. So if you guys miss all the information and current restrictions and what's going on in Hawaii, be sure to follow Go to Hawaii, and they will bring you up to date with all the information. And you can also ask them anything Hawaii. They would love to answer all your questions, guys.
My cousin Marlon says the season is from the 1st of June till November 31st. So I guess he's referring about the lobster season. So till November 31st.
Oh no.
So lobster season, we're at the end of lobster season, and we hope to get. We had lobster here, didn't we? Where was it?
City.
In the city, yes, in the city. We went to Chao San, which is good. It's excellent there. If you're ever in the city, that's one of the best places where you could eat. So we had some lobster there, but we're hoping to get some really grilled, fresh lobster. We're gonna go out. We're probably gonna catch it and grill it right there. So we're looking forward to that. So, but now conch season actually begins now, if I'm not mistaken. So when the lobster season ends, conch season begins. So we're gonna have a lot of conchs. I'm excited for that.
Gemma says, "Hello, Just Be. I was already miss your Hawaii videos, but excited to watch your future travels. Love from Australia. Thank you, Gemma. We miss Australia. We will be back.
Yes.
What's some cool things to do on Maui? The biggest thing to do in Maui is the Road to Hana. And you can experience Road to Hana for days.
Yeah.
It is just so much to see and do in Road to Hana.
And our best advice when it comes to Road to Hana, if you're planning on renting a vehicle and doing it on your own, get the Shaka app. Hands down, you won't need to do anything else. Just download that app. It works with your phone, with the phone, obviously, and the car,
GPS.
with GPS, right? So as you're driving, it's telling you, look to your right. You're gonna see this in about a quarter of a mile. Look over to the left. There's a waterfall coming up around the corner. Oh, there's something to do there, but don't worry about it. If you see that there's no parking, keep going because you're not really missing. The app is phenomenal. So definitely highly recommend. It's called Shaka app.
And we also created a complete video on
everything
our
to do in Maui.
opinion of the best way to experience Road to Hana and all our tips as well. And we have a series on Maui of best things to do in Maui as well. So check out our playlist. We have the entire playlist. And if you go to our website, we also have a page on our website where we put all the videos in order as well. Will you be visiting the Blue Hole? We hope so, Tanisha.
That's my sister, by the way. Talbert, same last name. Yes, the Blue Hole. So for those of you guys who don't know, let's talk about the Blue Hole for a second. So the Blue Hole is located off Belize, and from above, you can see this massive dark blue circle.
That's actually one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yes, it is amazing, and I think one of the best ways to see the Blue Hole is by helicopter. However, if you plan to do that, it's going to cost you.
Oh my gosh, helicopter ride to the Blue Hole in Belize cost 3 to 4 US, 3 to 4,000 US.
Yeah.
So it is super pricey.
So stack your trips.
And it's also very popular to dive Blue Hole. So if you are an experienced diver, or at least you are a certified diver,
you can dive the Blue Hole, and it's just amazing. And you can actually skydive over the Blue Hole. That's also a thing that we do here in Belize. So it's
crazy, yes.
You skydive, and when you land, there's a boat down there ready to pick you up, and you land right at the edge, the rim of the Blue Hole. So awesome. If you haven't seen what the Blue Hole is, just Google it. Blue Hole Belize. You'll see it. It is just, it is amazing. Tanisha also says, crossing fingers, you guys get to stop at Marie Sharp Factory. We passed it on our way here.
Well, let's bring it back a little bit and tell what Marie Sharp is.
So Marie Sharp is so as I told you before, Belizeans love their pepper. Like we have it all the time. It's always on the. It's like almost like plastered onto the table because for everything we add pepper in it. A lot of people actually get the habanero pepper and I think what is it, Scotch bonnet peppers, and they chop it up really fine and they put it inside a bottle. Add vinegar, a little bit of water, a little bit of pepper, cracked pepper or what have you, and it just sits there. And all you need to do, you don't even need to pick up the pepper, just a little bit of the vinegar because it's been soaking for such a long time, and the spice is just through the roof. So Marie Sharp pepper is actually a pepper that's made here in Belize by Marie, and it is such good pepper. I had it this morning and the morning before, and I used a lot of it. But the interesting thing about Marie Sharp pepper is that it doesn't only have heat, but it also has a lot of flavor to it. Like you could literally taste like garlic in there and different herbs. It's really, 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 really good. So my sister's saying we should visit the factory here, and if we get a chance to do that, that is something that we would definitely like to get a chance to do.
And actually, Marie Sharp pepper started to be internationally
Yes,
known.
they do. Yes, you can get it online,
recognized.
Amazon.
And
Google
in
it.
some states they sell it in Walmart and
Yes.
some stores as well. So let us know if you have seen Marie Sharp pepper in any of your supermarkets.
And if you do, pick it up. If you like heat,
And if you have tried it, I actually tried it. The heat for me, I'm not a spicy person
yeah, she doesn't have no
at
tolerance.
all. And I tried it. It does have like a little kick for me. I cannot eat it, but
Mhm.
if I just put a
little
tiny
bit.
drop in like a soup or something like that, I can tolerate it,
Yeah.
and it does taste good. And again, Marie Sharp is known for its flavor.
Oh yeah, the flavor is
It's
so
not
good.
just the heat; it's the flavor.
And someone told us actually that I think Tabasco tried to use her recipe or wanted to use her recipe. I'm not sure what the story was, but at the end of the day, there was a lawsuit. Marie sued Tabasco. So there you have it. You guys can Google it and get the information. But yeah, it's that good.
We have a comment on Instagram. You guys look like you're having the most excellent time.
Yes, we're having a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, Marlon said hurricane season. Oh, so back what we were saying before, where we mentioned the months.
Season,
So
June,
here it's a
July.
hurricane season. So the hurricane season, my cousin is saying, is from June 1st to November 31st. So hurricane season is just about over. But this is considered high season in Belize.
December,
December.
coming into high
Right.
season. Yes, so in September it's supposedly the worst time,
Mhm.
but again, it's just a little bit of rain most of the time. The last big hurricane, it's like going to Miami, you know, guys. When you go to Miami, September, it's kind of like the time for hurricanes. So. But it haven't been any big hurricanes
Mhm.
here in Belize for a while.
Yeah.
And if you want to save money, it's September, you will find the best rates to come to Belize.
Right, and that might sound a little strange that she said that. So basically, because it's hurricane season, right? That doesn't mean that when you come here you're gonna get hit with a hurricane. But that does mean that when you come within that period of time, you're definitely gonna have better rates. So I mean, it's like roll of the dice, right? But we've gone several years without really getting hit with a hurricane that's really that's anything crazy. So you know, it's a gamble, but I think it's a gamble worth taking because again, it doesn't mean you're gonna get hit with a hurricane. It takes a while for a hurricane to develop, and I think the drummers are here. The drummers are here finally. Oh, they're just walking in right now. This is gonna be cool. All right. So what? He's 1 hour and 9 minutes late.
No, he's
Half an
40
hour,
minutes.
40 minutes late.
40 minutes late.
Okay,
That's okay.
cool.
He's starting up, setting
Yeah.
up.
Oh, they're
So
getting ready
guys,
to
who
rock.
is ready
Yes,
for
yes,
live,
yes.
authentic drumming and chanting,
Yes.
Garifuna style?
What's his name again?
Shakim.
Shakim. Yeah.
Shakim is here.
So one of the drummers, let's see if we can get him on here. Shakim, come around behind us.
We are
So
live.
we are live on Facebook and Instagram, and we were telling them that you guys are getting ready to come here and rock out. You just got here right now. You guys are setting up. You guys ready to rock the house?
We're gonna party now.
Oh,
That's
it's on.
it.
Awesome. Yes, these guys are gonna get ready to bring the house down. So once they get started, once the drumming starts, I'm going to turn the computer around and then I'll have you guys watch, and we're just gonna kind of be on the side and we're gonna be quiet and you guys can just kind of enjoy, and we're gonna let them rock out and do their thing.
Let's get started.
Yes, guys. Wow, that was crazy. That was insane.
What do you think of the drummers so far, guys? Let
These
us
guys
know.
do it up. Our food is about to come out any moment now. I can't wait. I am starving.
It is 7:45 p.m. here in Belize. I have my comments here on Instagram. Melody liked it. Did we miss any comments, any questions here on YouTube or Facebook? If you guys enjoyed the drumming, be sure to give them a thumb up.
And cheers to you guys.
Cheers! Tanisha says they were great.
Yeah, they went in.
Awesome. Kenny says, thanks, guys. Can't wait to see
Yeah,
you
next
next
posting.
posting. Awesome.
Melly says amazing music. Tell them thank you.
Awesome. Well, they are taking a break, guys. Do you want us to continue streaming live?
Yeah,
What
let
do
us
you
know.
think?
We'll let this, we won't have a time limit for this one. They're going to go on into the next session. I think they're going to turn it up a notch on their next.
Larry
Oh,
says,
chicka wow
wow,
wow.
chica wow.
They're going to crank up the pace for sure. Yeah, so our food, we put in our order for it, and I think it's coming right now. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Word is coming out the
we
kitchen.
will show you what we're having. We have a really big party
Yeah,
behind
back
us,
there.
so they're trying to serve us. Gabe is just joined us on Instagram. Aloha, Gabe.
Aloha, Gabe.
We are streaming live from Jaguar Reef, Hopkins, Belize. And you just missed epic drumming performance by authentic Garifuna drummers.
And they're taking a break now. They'll come back on in about the next 10-15 minutes so we can crank it up in a little bit. They're about to
And
take it to the next level in a little while.
Shakim, actually, the drama that joined us just a little while ago, he has been drumming literally from 6 a.m., guys. No
Yeah.
joke. When we
He was on
went
the boat when that came in.
Right. So when we went today on the dock at 7 a.m., and the boats were already going back and forth in the sea, and he was on the boat drumming. So after the boat docked, they paraded to the church, and he was drumming in the parade. And after they had their mass, they were doing different performances in different restaurants. So Shakim was literally drumming all day long and singing and chanting.
I don't
That's
know how he
crazy.
doesn't lose his voice. They're
Yeah,
doing some serious singing.
definitely.
So let us know again if you guys have any questions. Hit us with the hashtag Q. If you're new to our live, let us know. Hashtag new.
We're actually going on the second hour. We haven't been streaming for this long in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanisha just joined us on Instagram. Tanisha is both on Instagram and YouTube.
And YouTube.
I know some of you do that. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for all of your support.
The last guy that came in, he came in with a lot of energy. He came in ready to rock.
Because the boy was late for an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, so he
That's why
just jumped right in.
He had to throw some energy there. But he took over, and did you see his
Dance.
last performance? Then that was epic. If you
Yeah.
guys missed it, you have to do the replay
Yeah.
and watch that. And do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Let us know what Shakim. He's watching us live. Hey, buddy. If you guys on Instagram, be sure to follow Shakim at SHAK_EEM.
Yeah, let me write that on there.
Underscore.
So it's at, what is it?
SHAK
underscore
EE
EEM.
dot underscore.
Okay.
Dot underscore. There you go. You go. Be
So
sure
he's
to.
actually one of the drummers, and they go in.
He's so talented.
Yes, for sure.
And he said that his brother is a known artist, and he learned the drumming skills from his brother. And Shakim is very passionate about his culture, about the Garifuna culture, about his village,
And he
and
actually
about
gave us
drumming
our
too.
drumming lessons on the
Yeah,
beach, and we're gonna show you that in our vlog. It's
yesterday, oh my god,
insane.
the drumming lesson yesterday was so epic and so much fun.
And in the beginning of the drumming lesson, so I was the one shooting it. 3/4 ways through, I realized I was shooting. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna get the understand what I'm saying, but I was shooting at 121 frames slow motion. So everything I recorded for about at least half an hour, every he was drumming, and it was like
In other words, not the right mode.
yes, and everything I recorded everything in super slow motion. And then I realized I'm like, oh my gosh, I shot this whole thing in slow motion, but I caught it just in time to get the real hotness of it. So it was cool.
So when you record in slow motion in 120 frames per second, it actually doesn't get the audio.
Right, that's another
So
thing.
we had
There's
to
no audio.
reshoot everything,
Yeah,
but we got it.
we got it.
And
And he was kind enough to actually kind of go through the whole, process of learning the drumming again after we made the corrections. So that was really cool.
so big shout out for
Yes,
Shakim.
I am starving. It's 7:51. We last ate at
Lunch.
yeah, it
And
was
that was
lunchtime.
probably 2 p.m.
Yeah, so it's been about 5 hours, which is not
We're on
bad, but
low sleep.
yeah, we've been running around like crazy. So we're definitely winded and hungry at the same time.
Mhm.
And I wish the food would come out soon. This way we could show you what it looks like. Well, kind of, sort of, because we're on the camera of the laptop.
We actually showed you one of the dishes that we ordered again for our appetizers, sir. So if you missed our stories, guys, be sure to subscribe to our Instagram channel and check out those stories.
Yes.
And the other dish, the entree that we ordered, is actually today's special. In a lot of restaurants, they are doing Garifuna menu,
Mhm.
Garifuna special menu, and here we have Chef Rahim prepared his version of Garifuna menu. And today we are having holy leaf steamed fish fillet. I don't know what holy leaf is,
But we're gonna find out.
but it has to be good.
But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna probably have to close this live out just because now they're playing music in the background, and I wouldn't want the video to get strike and not be able to be uploaded. So I'm gonna close it out here. If they go back on, let us know. Do you guys want us to come back on when they go live, and then we'll just kind of go live
We
with the
can
drumming?
actually keep the Instagram going. So, YouTube and Facebook, be sure to click that big thumb up and head over to Instagram, and we'll just stay on live on
Yeah, we'll
Instagram
stay
for
live on
as long as the
Instagram.
battery lasts.
Absolutely. So if you guys can kindly join us on Instagram, I'll put our Instagram handle in the comments.
Darlene is having dinner right now. Enjoy your dinner, Darlene. We'll be having dinner with you shortly. Wow, you
So
guys are a long way from home. Well, we actually don't have home. We are homeless. We are full time traveling and we don't have a set base home.
yes. So again, if you guys want to join us over at Instagram, it would be better because we don't want the video to get strike based on the background music that's playing.
But
So
they're starting
they're getting
to
ready to
play
start up
again.
soon. So
Yeah, you hear that?
we'll.
Yeah.
I think they're ready to rock out.
So should we leave it on?
Yeah, I think so. You guys want us to leave it on? Let us know. They're getting ready to start up for round 2.
That's it. Let me put Instagram tape in that.
The dance though. Fire. All right, let's turn it around.
I hope you enjoying the Garifuna music and the Garifuna culture. Yes, it's good. We want to do a dance. We will have you dance. You ready? Okay. Good. I'll show them for what's your name? She will show you. Nika. She will show you dance. Ready? Hey, Yaga. I wasn't expecting that. You work with a cheerleader band or something? Yeah, boy. That's the only time I see it. This is Buck Wild. This is Buck Wild. He's very wild. I got a CD. That's that. Yeah, boy. Enjoy HOPKINS, guys. Welcome to this night. Without you, we lost it. Let's get it. And I know you were so. I was trying to people really I got to run out to the basement. I was like, I'm so crazy.
How did you like that, guys?
That was so cool. That was epic. Especially the
Marie
last
says
end.
it was awesome.
A lot of
Love
energy,
the
yes.
energy.
For sure.
I can imagine the energy you feel from the drums. Yes, I'm sitting in my seat and I'm like, I want to dance. Thanks for the live. We'll check you guys' Instagram. Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll join you on Instagram. Thank you. Yes, on Instagram every day we post stories. So check it out.
Okay, we'll close this out because our food came and we're about to eat because we're starving.
Thank
We'll
you guys.
see you guys.
We miss you and we love you. And be sure to give it
We have
thumbs up.
bloggers here. We have bloggers.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to HOPKINS.
HOPKINS. Yes, I.
HOPKINS.
All right, bye,
Bloggers
guys.
Bye,
in
guys.
the house.
It's about to get crazy.